Um, the last thing I wanted to mention was a really interesting report from Search Engine Journal, which is a pretty interesting blog and website if you are into SEO or search engine optimization. If you have a website or a business, I think you should sort of pay attention to this. We'll include a link to a report they generated recently, um, and just a few takeaways. Probably nothing that's going to surprise you, Kelsey, but of all SEO activities, content marketing is the most likely to take up the major share of a digital marketing budget and a major share of attention, which I don't see you sort of gasping or looking surprised there at all.
Content is king. That's what they always
That's it.
say.
And no surprise there. Further sort of looking at the results, 33% of SEO pros still think that meta descriptions, titles, H1 tags, and other on-page elements are really important. So it's a bit more technical, but if you're listening and you want to do your own SEO, I guess that's a bit of a message to go. Still look at on-page on the on-page side of things. Further on from that, 38% of respondents, this is SEO professionals, reported that clients think that SEO is an essential part of marketing. I couldn't agree more. Talking about Google Ads and all those sort of channels, you need to keep focusing on something more. Like, we do a lot of content writing and content publishing, Kelsey, and well, you know that because you manage a lot of it.
Yep.
How much does it cost us apart from time? Like, nothing. And
Nothing.
how long do the effects last? Forever. Like, it's
Hmm.
it's it's a very obvious thing, but it's nice to see that sort of confirmed with a report. One of the interesting things though is that about 40% of respondents see the zero click results as a great threat. So things like Google giving you the answer up the top as a huge threat. So Google essentially cannibalizing their own the industry that sort of helps them sort of continue to be strong, um, which makes sense. It's this weird position to be in, right? Because you want to rank for things like you want to be the answer and have the answer or be the
And it
solution.
does link through as well to the website from that
But
answer.
if you get the answer straight off the
Mm.
bat,
Yeah, I mean, it's probably 50-50. I think in my experience when I've used those answers, it tends to be like I've got part of the answer and then I'll go, all right, this website knows what it's talking about. I'll get the rest of the answer I need by visiting it. And it probably just depends on how complicated the answer you're looking for is. If it's literally just a one-word answer, yeah, you're not going to have
yeah,
click-throughs. If it's a little more complicated, you're going to get click-throughs. So
100%. But then, or are people going to see your response and go, that was a bit more succinct. I'm just going to look into the other pages, like second or third result, because they might be more detailed, because they might misunderstand that that response isn't the entirety of the response. It's just what Google picked up. Another thing is that over a third of SEO professionals plan to focus on user experience over the next year, which I think is
good.
very relevant. Yeah. In line with what we talked about around what Google's trying to do. So I think all in all, it's a very detailed report. It's 49 pages long.
Oh.
So yeah, what you do have to give Search Engine Journal. I think it is your like contact info, company size. It's no doubt a lead gen for them. I don't know what they do though, like with that information, what they're going to try and sell you. So
Hmm.
that's the disclaimer, but it is an interesting report. Gets into the insights, opportunities, and threats. So, if you're a business owner, if you're an SEO professional, if you're in marketing, I think this is something that you should read, just as another data point to inform you moving forward.